How do you improve your government proposal's win probability, or Pwin? This is a series of the lessons on how to do that because there are many different ways of adding to uh, getting your Pwin higher. And the first one I'm going to talk about today is measuring your proposal's quality. Measuring as in benchmarking against your competitors' proposals or how the proposals are done in the industry, measuring against the best practices. So there are areas in your proposal that may go terribly wrong. And there are 6 areas generally that we measure at OST when we do our proposal assessments. 6 general areas. We actually look at 6 different parameters. And the first one is poor organization that essentially makes it hard for proposal evaluators to evaluate your proposal and prevents you from getting the maximum score. So that's the first. The second one is low proposal persuasiveness, where the proposal fails to convince the evaluators that you're the best company to win. The next one is unattractive visual appearance. Yes, it is very important. The first impressions are very important. Also, you could have an effective content presentation through text, graphics, tables, other proposal elements, what have you there. You may have improper language and voice, and you also may have poor accuracy where you essentially have such blunders as terrible editing and inaccurate figures and inconsistent information in your proposal. So here's an example. I'm going to use a couple of examples, actually 3 examples, in this presentation of what could go wrong. Take a look at this text, just to scan it real quick. So there's no keyword highlighting the strengths and the key points, just like on the page to the right. It's just one of those my eyes glaze over syndrome. You have text without emphasis, which is boring and monotonous. Imagine evaluators reading multiple proposals, not just yours, and they're going to be having a very hard time staying awake. If they cannot scan through your proposal and see some of your strengths highlighted, bolded on the page, somehow emphasized, then you probably lost them. Another example is funky graphics. Take a look at this graphic real quick. What is wrong with this graphic? This is from a real proposal, and just take a second to digest this. So let me help you. What's wrong with this graphic? Distorted proportions and photos. Here's a normal photo of a guy, right? He's a nice trainer, and here is the photo of the same guy stretched out. Somebody managed to drag it out of proportion, and it looks really wrong. So another one is outdated text and shading. This is out, folks. Sorry to break to some of you who think this is attractive, this kind of text. That looked sharp in the 1990s, not now. So clip art. This is another area. You should not have clip art in your proposals anymore. And when it's tastefully done drawings that are custom, that are actually in your style, within your brand, I can relate to, but not this kind of 1990s, circa late 1980s, 1990s kind of art that was popular in the corporate world for a period, and some people are still using that out completely. Funky little drawings like that are out as well. Another one is mixing of raster and vector images. This is a vector image that's drawn. Raster is a photo. You should not have both in the same graphic. So this is just some of the sins in that graphic. So take a look again. Try again. See the cartoonish art, mixing of raster and vector images. Look at the stretched out photo. So look at this text with this little white shading and all kinds of different fonts. There are lots of other sins like beveling here and things like that, but that is really not telling to the customer that you are a sharp, with it company in the end of the second decade of the 21st century. This is very dated. Here's another example: poor language. Our team's seasoned instructional design team will advise the government regarding the advantages and disadvantages of each option based upon the stated learning objectives, intended audience, and delivery considerations. Team Acme will leverage its vast experience to successfully complete this project on time and within budget. Many of our proposed team members are recognized as thought leaders in a wide range of relevant topics. So look at all of those words in red. What's wrong with them? They're very imprecise. What you're doing is you're asking the evaluator to take a leap of faith, and you're having all kinds of words here: vast, numerous, many, years off, significant, experienced, seasoned, all those proposal sins, all those adjectives that literally tell no story, give no numbers whatsoever. So make sure that you evaluate your proposal quality and understand that once you start correcting some of those sins on a regular basis, your Pwin will go up. So here are some of the resources to improve your Pwin. Keep with our series on the subject matter. Also, if you have a little bit of budget, take OST's proposal assessment, where we will look at your proposals along our weighted 60 parameters and benchmark them against the best practices in the industry and perhaps what your competition is doing too. Also, writing Persuasive Federal Proposals course and all of our other Bid and Proposal Academy classes, like our graphics classes, desktop publishing and editing classes, Win themes, and Win strategy development classes, they're all key to learning how to win better in your proposals, how to write winning proposals. And of course, the GovCon Incubator that we've launched for small government contractors that are looking for a breakthrough, looking to make it faster than you guys are doing. That could really help you as well. So check us out at ostglobalsolutions.com and keep listening to our series to your success.